Fantastic Beasts: The Secrets of Dumbledore is undoubtedly one of the most hotly anticipated releases for 2022, at least for the army of Potterheads around the world. In between prominent cast departures to some huge plot changes, new additions, and a time gap of 19 years, here are some interestingly twisted theories that could change everything in the Fantastic franchise. First up, Severus Snape and Queenie Goldstein are related. One of the crazy fan theories suggested that the sneering Professor Snape shares the family tree with Queenie Goldstein. We know how it sounds, but hear us out. Queenie might be a sweetheart, but we all learned there's more to her in the Crimes of Grindelwald when she switched sides. Many believe she was being manipulated by the evil wizard. The newest trailer clearly shows that her loyalties remain divided. While there's a big question mark on the fate of her character and her allegiances, one thing's for sure, there's a darker side to her personality. That, coupled with the fact that both Queenie and Snape share the power of reading minds, has led fans to believe that she could be his grandmother. Theories suggest that this cool little ability could very well have been passed down from generation to generation, meaning Severus could have inherited this skill from his mother's side of the family. While there's a 50-50 chance this theory will come true, it would certainly make more sense than him just randomly having the same skills as her. Not to mention, it would be a pretty interesting crossover between the two magical franchises. Next, Jacob is not a no-mage. One of the most humanly relatable characters in the Fantastic Beasts series was undoubtedly Jacob Kowalski. Truth be told, even we would have been wonderstruck with the wizarding world. So far, we've only seen the no-mage, or muggle if you prefer the original British term, accompany Newt in his weird magical endeavors. But theories suggest that our favorite bakery owner might not be as ordinary as he seems. According to some rumors, he just might be the newest addition to the magical community in the Secrets of Dumbledore. Many fans have been wanting to see Jacob as part of the magical world in the true sense, without having to forget about it from time to time. The trailer for the upcoming film suggests that this theory is not so far-fetched after all. There's this one little scene where we see him handling a wand. Chances are his magical abilities went unnoticed between all the chaos in Fantastic Beasts and the Crimes of Grindelwald. Next, Tina is in fact a pigeon. One of the things that stood out in the trailer for The Secrets of Dumbledore was the glaring absence of Catherine Watterson's character Porpatina Goldstein, otherwise known as Tina. Considering the major role she played in both the previous films, fans found her absence extremely odd. Could she be taking a step back in the newest film? While nothing's confirmed yet, you can always count on the Potterverse for crazy theories and explanations. According to online speculations, Tina is definitely going to be a part of the third Fantastic Beasts movie, just not in the most human form. Many believe she could be taking the form of a pigeon. We won't lie, it's as crazy as it sounds, but Potterheads are used to unconventional plot lines. We all know from our time in the world of witchcraft that magical people can take on different animal forms by becoming an animagus. Remember, Peter Pettigrew spent quite a lot of time disguised as Ron's pet rat, so as crazy as it sounds, it is not entirely improbable. If Tina is in fact a pigeon in the film, she'll likely play a key role in the fight against Grindelwald. Next on our list, the curious case of two McGonagalls. Minerva McGonagall was the best professor Hogwarts had to offer. That's just a fact, which is why her surprise appearance in the Crimes of Grindelwald was the most exciting Easter egg in the film. However, the professor's little cameo doesn't make sense if you really think about it. There's a huge time difference of almost 60 years between the events of Fantastic Beasts and the Harry Potter saga. They ended up showing her character teaching at Hogwarts before she was even born, but fans believe this confusion will be amongst the many that'll be addressed and resolved in the Secrets of Dumbledore. Theories suggest that we've got two McGonagalls on our hands, which can only be possible with a nifty little magical device, the Time Turner. The last we heard of it, Hermione was using it to keep up with her insane class schedule in The Prisoner of Azkaban. That was the first time we ever saw two versions of the same person in the same timeline. Apparently, Professor McGonagall too owned a Time Turner. If that's so, then she could easily travel through time. This might just be a speculation right now, or the result of a fan fiction. Either way, we wouldn't mind meeting two versions of the coolest professor ever. Now we have the origin of the soul-sucking Dementors. The wizarding world has no shortage of creepy creatures, but the eerie soul-sucking Dementors are hands down the creepiest in the wizarding world. Throughout the Harry Potter series, we never really found out about the origin of the sinister monsters, but the Secrets of Dumbledore might unravel that secret as well. Word in the fandom is Dementors were sort of born from the Obscurus. While the link between both the petrifying magical entities might seem unlikely at first, but when you look at all the similarities they share, the theory seems very plausible. Both of the dark forces feed on negative energies like sadness, grief, and hopelessness. Other than that, remember when Newt kept an Obscurus in his suitcase? He did so in a cold environment, which is exactly where Dementors survive and thrive. We don't know about you, but that definitely sounds like a connection to us. Next up, Rita Skeeter strikes again with fake news. Despite their differences, the Muggle and the wizarding world have their fair share of similarities, including the menace of fake news. The infamous Rita Skeeter is one of the magical world's least trustworthy witches, with her dishonest and extremely misleading news articles. Believe it or not, she is behind one of the weirdest theories surrounding the Secrets of Dumbledore. A fan theory suggests that most of the narratives that we've believed to be true might have been fabricated by Miss Skeeter. We all know she has a knack for writing down her own unique take on events. She did previously portray Harry as Hermione's jealous boyfriend in The Daily Prophet in The Goblet of Fire. However, this is one of the most least likely theories. We highly doubt Warner Brothers would go through the effort of making an entire franchise only for half of it to be fake. Here's another one. Dumbledore's family is bigger than we thought. Some of the biggest secrets of Albus Dumbledore have been revealed way ahead of his own movie. In The Crimes of Grindelwald, the evil wizard dropped one of the most shocking truth bombs in the franchise: Credence's place in the Dumbledore family. Previously, the headmaster's mysterious family only included his brother Aberforth and youngest sister Ariana, but the second part of the Fantastic Saga revealed that the troubled Credence is also part of the family. But many fans believe that he's not the only newly discovered addition to the family. Apparently, Grindelwald belongs in that family picture as well. Thanks to JK Rowling, we know that both the wizards were not only friends at one point in time, but also romantic partners. We also know the two made a blood pact that keeps them from physically fighting one another. Who's to say they did not decide to get married? And if their intimate relationship did take that route, then Grindelwald does indeed belong to the Dumbledore family. Lastly, Bunty could be Tina. Building on the point of absence of Tina in The Secrets of Dumbledore, many fans believe she might not be disguised as a pigeon, but as someone more human-looking, like Bunty. We first saw her character very briefly in The Crimes of Grindelwald when she helped our favorite magical zoologist, Newt, with his collection of unique magical creatures. According to reports, Bunty will return in the upcoming film with a more prominent role, which, to be honest, is pretty surprising considering the lack of screen time she got in the previous part. Bunty's appearance in the trailer and Tina's absence in it forced fans to connect some pretty unusual dots, leading them to believe that Bunty might actually be Tina in disguise. The whole animagus logic doesn't work here, but what does work for this theory is the polyjuice potion. We know for a fact that it's a foolproof way of turning into just about any living person. Even Hermione used it in the Deathly Hallows to change into the biggest, baddest witch of all time, Bellatrix Lestrange. Maybe Tina can offer much more by disguising herself as an unassuming character like Bunty. We'll have to wait until 8th of April for The Secrets of Dumbledore to find the truth about these crazy speculations. That wraps up our video for today, folks. Which of the crazy twists surprised you the most? More importantly, which ones do you think might actually play out in the upcoming movie? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Be sure to leave a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. Thanks for watching.